Hi and welcome to my match reaction. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 1. Yet again, we drop points against the traditional Big Six. Let's get straight into it. But before I do, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Much appreciated. It goes a long way in helping me out. I'm going to start from the beginning, guys, because this feels like a loss. I don't know about you guys, but this feels like a loss to me. And I'm gonna start with the starting lineup. It's gonna have to be the starting lineup because I just feel like Mikel Arteta got it absolutely wrong. He got it wrong. Looking at it here on the side, Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel. You look at it and say, okay, fine. Now, what got me was the midfield three in Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and Marino. Those were where the question marks were. And then Trossard, definitely a massive question mark. Madueke Gyökeres is cool in regards to what was available in terms of, obviously, Saka was on the bench, but he's just his first game back on the bench. And then you got Martinelli on the bench. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, God, surely you could have gone a little bit more braver. You could have taken a bit more risk. You're playing at home against Manchester City, who you defeated last season with a lesser squad, by the way. Maybe the back five was almost the same. But going up front, there's been so many changes. You know, for example, Zubimendi wasn't there last season. Madueke and Gyökeres wasn't there last season. But we were able to win 5-1. Yet you put in Marino, a defensive midfielder, in my opinion. Free defensive midfielder against Manchester City that was up for grabs. That was there for the taking. And you decided to go pragmatic. Listen, I will give Mikel Arteta credit where credit is due. For example, during the midweek against Athletic Club, you can argue and say, yeah, he got the substitutions right. Martinelli comes on, he scores a goal. Trossard comes on, he assists and he scores a goal. Hands up, credit where credit is due. However, he got it absolutely wrong today. It's like he was playing with the handbrakes on. He was overthinking the tactics. He was overthinking what Pep Guardiola was going to do against us rather than actually looking at your squad, the depth in squad that you have and the players that are not available and think we can actually go for this. But what do? You become pragmatic. You played Marino in a three with Zubimendi and Declan Rice. And then you play Trossard rather than play Martinelli, who scored during the midweek, who deserved a start. I would have basically played Eberiche Eze in that number 10 role. We had no creativity going forward. And then everyone turns around and say, oh, what's going on with Gyökeres? He's not even scoring. Who is there to create chances for him? We had no creativity on the pitch. And then at halftime, what does he do? He takes off Madueke and he takes off Marino, rightly so. But then he puts on Saka, he puts on Eze. In my opinion, he didn't need to take off Madueke. Madueke was our best player in the first half. If anything, you should have moved him to the left flank, Saka on the right-hand side and Eze straight in the middle. I have to blame Mikel Arteta for this one. I'm sorry, because we were there and the fact, can you imagine Manchester City parking the bus against Arsenal? The big old Manchester City parking the bus against Arsenal. 5 at the back, playing counter-attack against Arsenal. This is the team that used to smack us left, right and centre. Obviously, that doesn't happen anymore. However, it's like Arteta doesn't know when to smell the blood, when to smell threat and go for it. Play with risk, take the handbrake off and just grab them by the scruff of the neck and say, yes, I'm going for this. But you come pragmatic. Look at the starting lineup. Marino, Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Trossard. Yes, you can argue and say, oh, but everyone keeps saying we've got great strength in depth. Not when you're playing Zubimendi, Rice and Marino, I'll say it again, in the midfield with no creativity. And you leave your creative players on the bench. In Wanyeri could have played that role. Eze could have played that role. You decided to play Marino. You know what gets me? What absolutely grinds my gears? I was waiting for his post-match press conference and his interview. And you know what this man said? Oh, But no one complained when I played Marino against Atletico. No one complained about the midfield three when I played against Atletico during the week. It's like this man has lost the plot. We have a problem at Arsenal, and it's not the club as a whole. It's not the board, because we can see there's changes in the board from top to bottom. But you know what the problem is? It's with the manager, Mikel Arteta. Everyone keeps saying, oh, but we wouldn't be where we are without Mikel Arteta. Okay, granted. However, you need a manager that's going to take you over the line. Now, the question is it Mikel Arteta? I'm sitting here thinking, probably not. I've tried to back him up. A lot of people keep saying since last season, Mikel Arteta out. This is his last season for me. If he doesn't win anything this year, he's going to have to go. Looking at the way the structure of the board is going at the moment, don't get it twisted. Josh Kroenke wouldn't hesitate to get rid of Mikel Arteta. It doesn't matter how much work he's done or how far he's taken the club within the last 5 to 6 years. It can be a case of, yes, thank you. You've restructured the club. You've reignited the fans with the club and the players. We have great harmony between the fans and the club and the players. Great, thank you. However, we need some trophies now. Is Mikel Arteta that man? I'm starting to think that no, because whenever we play against the big so-called clubs, Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, very pragmatic. He did it in the first game against United. He did it away at Liverpool. He now done it against Manchester City. We're 5 points behind Liverpool already. 5 games in, we're 5 points behind Liverpool already. This is disgusting. He lost the game before the first whistle was even blown. I'm blaming this on Mikel Arteta. Very pragmatic once again. I was ranting in the last away game at Liverpool when we when we lost. Because of Mikel Arteta, once again, we lose. And you know what gets me as well? What pissed me off, and this is the kind of like the mentality of this club or this manager. We score an equalizing goal, I think in the 93rd or 94th minute. There was 7 minutes at the time. This man is knee sliding and celebrating with the fans rather than grabbing the ball and go for the win. The mentality of these players, and it starts from the manager, is sideways. You're drawing, you need to win. You're playing at home against Manchester City. They are there for the taking. You score an equalizing goal. Rather than grab the ball and go back to the centre and restart play, you go and start celebrating with the fans. You might say, oh, he's nitpicking. But it's winning mentality. We need to have winning mentality. You score an equaliser. Yes, great. Now grab the ball, get the game restarted, and go for the kill. Nah, you know what? We're happy. And then what does he do? He takes off Zubimendi and brings on Mascara, which means this man was happy with the draw. And honestly, I just don't know anymore. Mikel Arteta, you're killing us. You're killing this club. Gone are the days of managers taking risks from the get-go and realizing actually, I'd rather take the risk from the beginning. And if it doesn't work, cool, I'll put my hands up. But pick the best team available to you. You bring in Eberechi Eze for over about £65 million, and he's starting on the bench, and Marino is starting ahead of him in a position that he's his own, and he goes and sets up that goal. It's absolutely disgusting. This is all on Mikel Arteta, nobody else. The starting lineup was wrong from the get-go. The approach to this game was wrong from the get-go. And the way we finished was wrong. From when you scored a goal, an equalizing goal, rather than go back and go for the kill, you're happy with the draw. Absolutely pathetic. And I'm tired of this guy. We've got Newcastle away at St. James's Park next weekend. Let's see what he will do. We've got Port Vale in the midweek Carabao Cup. He probably will flop that as well, because that's exactly what he does. This guy, if he doesn't win anything this season, he's going to have to be at the door. He's going. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm not saying Arteta right yet this season. I'm giving him this season. If he doesn't win anything, he's at the door. I'm tired of his pragmatism. I'm tired of this lackluster and this lack of winning mentality and not taking risk, calculated risk at the right time. I am so fuming right now because that felt like a defeat. It felt like a defeat. We dropped 2 points. We didn't gain one. We dropped 2 points, and I'm tired of it. Pissing me off. You know what to do, guys. If you're new around here, please do me a favor. Just hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you share this video. It goes a long way in helping me out. Listen, try to enjoy the rest of your weekend like I will, because I am tired of this pragmatism from Mikel Arteta. Hopefully, we can go to Newcastle and potentially get the 3 points for the first time in a long time. And until then, guys, I'll speak to you guys. Have a good one, Gooners. Take care.